Greetings everyone, here's Lodric again, and this is a game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is my play-by-email match against KilRoy. He's the commander of the Allied Forces, and for me it is the Emperor of Japan. This is a game version 27 with a new game layout. And KilRoy also got the Rocking American Torpedoes to boost his fighting abilities. So far the match was for me success. My losses are acceptable, and I achieved to conquer what is necessary to play this game in the long run. Here is a flak cruiser, a light cruiser with anti-aircraft equipment, but normally I would call it simply a flak cruiser or an anti-aircraft cruiser. My submarine was not able to hit the cruiser, unluckily. Second attempt also failed. Well, no hit on my submarine. So a missed opportunity. Looks like no Navy engagement. And my carrier task force at the Indian Ocean is also only reporting their own ships. And my poor submarines at Sydney still are under air attacks. So nothing really new, game-changing. My air force out of Darwin trying to slow down the Australian retreat, and I think the flag is now really weaker after the second lost battle. This will help me in. Also my tanks are now at the front, so I have a speed advantage plus ground attack aircraft and a clear open flat terrain, then there's no way to hide or run away. Good, I also call in some airstrikes in central China. A little piecemeal attack, but it's okay. My own forces at Townsville are also still under attack. So far most units are only getting disabled, not destroyed. Question is how long I can handle this. And some British airstrike out of India. Of course, everywhere around the map are also weather impacts, cancellation of my strikes. It looks like there is a stronger, bigger Allied Task Force source of Nomaya. And they have at least one carrier must be inside. So KilRoy make a carrier strike on Nomaya. Not really inflicting too much damage, but this let me know that Allied carriers are back at the sea or New Caledonia. And don't ask me where and what an Allied ship is sinking. Yeah, I still wait for reinforcements and use the time to weaken the Chinese forces. And these bombardments are also not so bad. I mean, I can inflict here casualties. Every day is in favor for the Japanese side. Here in Nanchang it's a little less impactful. Still, why not? And at Ceylon I'm still waiting for additional supplies and more units. Normally I want to get here some tanks to finish off the British. This is only an empty base. And I also arrive at the Ratio. There's a British base force. I kick them out. Nice. But this is really only a small British base force. And here's also a Dutch militia unit or aviation support. Now they're done. So hopefully there's really no British aviation support left in the Dutchies in this. So a successful day at the end for me. Small victories all over the map. And maybe most important is American carrier is now at source of Nomaya. So I must keep in mind that if I run there any ships that they have air cover. Air losses are light and for me non-existent. So there is a Kingfisher killed by flak, okay. And the rest is all ops losses. I had lost no airframes, so I also lost no pilot. There was a sinking ship, at least one, but I don't know where and what. Situation was not really changing. I moved still Inner Mongolia. I tried to get rid of this last Chinese forces out of Chongqing. I have still a big Chinese army here and a not so big one at this location and even smaller unit here. But normally I must take care of these two units, maybe also of the central units. This big Chinese unit I will ignore and bombard. I have time. So I took here the last British base at the border to China. Looks, resources are fine. Good. Resources is not the big issue now. More the issue is to ship them back to Japan. But I am now at the border to China. The conquest of Burma is nearly over. No change here at Ceylon. And my carriers are here in position. I can detect the enemy submarines, but nothing more. The Dutch East looks quiet. Picking up here more bases. walking source, so maybe next turn I arrive. Yeah, next turn I can arrive here in this hex. Australian are running, and looks like they're still faster than me. But my tanks arrive here, so I think I can soon catch up with Australian and kick them with my tanks. This maybe will help me to wipe out all retreating Australian forces. This is this carrier plus AP, so this looks like a troop transport convoy with carrier support. And here's a, I think, New Zealand yacht patrol or something small at least. Yeah, I have here incoming infantry division plus carrier support. So this gives me the opportunity to maybe try to battle this enemy carrier force, because this looks like only like one carrier so far, if the information are correct. Then I have, of course, an upper hand. I have here roughly, you can see here, 322 out of maximum 327 carrier airplanes. And then you can also see that I have here 90 fighter and a lot of torpedo bombers plus dive bombers, a lot of strike aircraft. Good. So maybe in the next days we have the engagement, but so far we always miss each other. Hard to say. And Marshall Islands, his KilRoy's position is still under. It's, I think, impossible to really get anything in or out of this, so I let KilRoy starve here. Well, why not? Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.